Hey there guys, Izzy here. Welcome back. I hope you're having an awesome evening. I've finished work for the day, I've had a shower, I'm relaxed. I just felt like talking about my Citizen Bullhead, so thanks for joining. This guy here, so the last time I featured this watch, it was in quite a state. Yeah, quite a state. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause. I'm going to set up the camera in a little bit of a better angle, and I'm going to talk you through what I had done, what I tried to do myself, what I really love about the watch, what I hate about the watch, and why I'm an idiot. So stay tuned. Give me 2 seconds. All right, what an angle, hey? Look at this. I've managed to get the light just right. Look at that. So introducing the, that's better, I'll get out of the light. Introducing my repaired original gold Citizen Bullhead. It's got the 8110 movement. It's got the flyback function, which now works. So let's try it. Boom. Let's try again. And boom. Okay, it works sometimes. What can I say? It's an old watch. So the last time you saw this watch, it was in quite a state. I had the original glass. You can see that, the original glass, which was just in it. Look at that. Couldn't even see through the watch. It was missing. Get my pointer. It was missing that hand and that hand. I can't remember. I think it did have a second hand on it, I think. These are the original hands. I asked if I got the guy to keep them for me. I think he damaged the second hand when he was removing it. But to be honest, it was a, even these are in quite a state. They were all bent up. So, maybe I'll talk about the watch. What I love about it, what I hate about it, and then I will tell you about how I'm the biggest idiot on the planet. So, okay, so I absolutely love this watch because it's beautiful. It is one of the most prettiest, beautiful things I've ever put on my wrist. I love the shape of it. I love the curves. I love the style. I love how outrageous it is. I love that it's the most dysfunctional shaped watch ever. It's almost impossible to set the time with this incy weensy little tiny crown, but I think that just adds to the charm. I love that it has a flyback function. I love that when I press the flyback function it doesn't work properly, but that's okay. You know, it's all part of the charm of an old watch. It keeps amazing time. Oh my goodness, it's absolutely spectacular time. Wildly spectacular. It really surprises me. After all these years, and it just, yeah, keeps just the best time. It might be a bit hard to watch. I'll try. It looks so hard to get out. I'll try and move this out of the road. Oh, there we go, okay. I think from memory, no, it's not that, it's not right. I think if I go halfway, let's try that. If I go halfway, no. So this is a bit embarrassing. I can't remember how to use it. There you go. Yeah, it's a bit rude. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, to have this sort of functionality back then in such a small, compact, cheap, essentially cheap watch. So this wasn't an expensive watch. I think the gold one was a little bit more expensive with the gold dial, but this was an everyday, every man's watch. Yeah, to have such a small, compact watch with so many features, yeah, it was wild. So you've probably already seen my other video. I've already talked about it. So let's get into the good. So the good is those amazing hands. They were from Thailand, I think. Yes, they're from Thailand or the Philippines. I managed to find an original an original, apparently, so I'm told, Citizen glass. It's still kept the original bezel. I tried to keep everything as original. Everything I could keep original, I kept. So I'll get to that in a second. This beautiful watch band that you see before you was handmade by none other than Red Monkey. What's her actual name? Hang on. I've got a sticker on the back of this thing. Then Red Monkey in California, Los Angeles, California. And they are the people that made the watch for the movie. So if you're ever looking for, if you say you've got a Citizen Bullhead and you're ever looking for a watch, ever looking for a watch band, get in contact with them. They have a really amazing website. They have, you can just tell them exactly what type of Citizen Bullhead you have. You've got to let them know your wrist size. You've also got to, there's a couple of things you've got to mention, but it's all listed on the website. And you let them know the type you have if it's an original, because there's very specific lug distances. I don't know if you can see in there. But they were just absolutely amazing. I'm in Australia, by the way. And they were just so amazingly thoughtful and helpful. So in Australian dollars, I believe it was $550 to have this fabricated and shipped to Australia. I believe it was 2 months it took them to get it to me. But just quality of material, level of service. They even sent me a video of how to install it onto the strap, which is a absolute freaking nightmare. So good luck with that. My error was not purchasing U-shaped lugs. So in the video he mentions them. They're curved. Is that what they call them? Pins that go in here, curved pins that hold the watch in place. So I didn't purchase them, which I really should have, because it would have made life a lot easier. But you live and you learn. Yeah, just love it. So now for why I'm an idiot. So I had this really old, I still have this really old Pierpont watch that was my grandfather's, and the dial was covered in like a green mossy substance. Water had gotten in there. So I used Icicle and I gave it a beautiful clean, and it took all the green off, and I was really happy, and it was the best thing ever. I was like, man, that is such a win. And then I got this beautiful, stunning, unbelievably perfect condition dial, and then I thought, oh shit, there's some gunk on the face. Oh, I need to give it a clean. I need to just get a little cotton bud, and I need to clean it. Let me get these hands out of the road so I can show you. And you know what I did? I every time I look at it, I get upset, because I'm just the level of stupidity. My brain obviously wasn't working that night. So I do have ADHD. I have been diagnosed. So I know that now. I didn't know at the time when I was working on this. It was like midnight, and I'd been struggling. Oh my goodness, struggling to get these hands on. I tried to put these freaking hands on by myself, and I made it just such a mess. I ended up bending them, and it was so bad. And then it wasn't going back together properly, and I ended up scratching a bit of the dial. There, I think you can see it there. I ended up scratching the dial with like a pair of tweezers, trying to put this freaking hands on. I'm not a watchmaker, okay, and I know that now. I know that it was stupid of me to try, because I should have practiced on a cheaper watch. Not my favorite thing in the whole world. And can you see that? Look at that. That is one single. I put a little bit of Icicle, so isopropyl alcohol, I think you call it in America. I put a little dab of it on a cotton Q-tip, and then that is one wipe. I went like that, and you know what? It just ate through the clear coat, just absolutely munched it up, and then it took a section of this black out as well. I don't know if you can see it. Of course you can see it, but oh, talk about devastated. Israel, what are you doing, mate? What an absolute waste. There it is. What an absolute just. And the annoying thing is, it's takes away from the watch, because every time I pick the watch up, I stare at it. I'm trying to apply the Japanese philosophy of just simply, what do they do? Like, damage is all part of it. You just sort of enjoy the damage and appreciate it. So looking back, I'm now heavily medicated. I wouldn't do that again. I'd just stop and take a deep breath and try and do what I was meant to do, and put it into a little plastic bag, go to my local jeweler and say, hey buddy, can you please fix this for me? And he did, and he serviced the watch, and he installed the hands, and he put the glass on, and he repaired the mechanism in the crown, and now it all works perfectly. And instead of being impatient, instead of trying to save money, all I had to do was do that from the very beginning, but I didn't. So if you're going to learn a lesson, learn the lesson from me. Slow down. If you start to feel like it's too much and you're getting frustrated and you're starting to rush, or you're trying to do the same thing over and over and over again, it's not working, just take a deep breath, man. Like, my watch, the guy, I gave it to my watch guy, $400 it cost me, and it's just works flawlessly now. I didn't do a full service, he just did a little bit of oil on the back, but that was it, man. Non-event. It was nothing to him. I just bought a Seiko, and the name escapes me, but it's actually the first ever quartz movement watch to feature a manual chronograph, or a mechanical chronograph. So I'm pretty excited about that. He's currently fixing up the bezel. Underneath the bezel, there's a gasket that I think the previous owner had a little bit of moisture got under there, because the previous owner had jammed a gasket that wasn't meant to go in there. So that's really exciting, like really exciting. So I hope to be able to feature that soon. I've actually restoring that for a friend, which I'm very excited about. I bought it for $25 from like a cash converter. It's like our pawnbroker type store. And I didn't know it at the time. I just thought it looked really cool. The band was a bit damaged, but what did I say? Yeah, it was $25. I thought, you can't go wrong for $25. And it's actually called the James Bond watch. So it's beautiful. It's stunning. It's very similar face to the Amiga Speedmaster, but just in white. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. But hey guys, appreciate, if you're still here, appreciate you hanging on. Feel free to throw a comment in there. Yeah, no, thanks for joining me. This has been great. I just really felt like chatting about this watch tonight. It's just a beauty. Oh, day-to-day wearing, yeah, it's not great. Get lots of compliments. It's one of the only watches where I get people ask me about it. But man, it is big, bro. Look at the size of that. It's nearly 2 fingers thick. And also I've got really long nails, by the way. That's not because I like to have really long nails, I just haven't cut them yet. So anyway, have a wonderful evening, guys. It's been a pleasure. I hope whatever it is you set your mind to this week, that you're able to achieve it. Yeah, you got this, bro. And have a wonderful evening.